Imagine destroying your family with your wife and three beautiful daughters because of another male son from another woman, only to discover years later that the son was indeed not your son. I wish the story ended there. The twist of this story is going to shock you. So relax, let me give you the gist. So, this uncle has three beautiful daughters with his wife. They were happily married. Yeah. Along the line, the wife's best friend started, you know, throwing attention, is it attention we'll call it now, started flirting with her best friend's husband, which is this man now. And uncle, because he eyed to not clear, fell for it. He fell for it. She came at him. The truth is, she actually came at him. It was a deliberate act. I don't know whether you're going to call it betrayal, but nobody knows the reasons why she came for her best friend's husband. She came at him because they were doing well. The man had money. He had a lot of money. Initially, he didn't see it as a big deal, but after he had something to do with this lady announced to him that she was pregnant for him. He was still thinking of how he was going to tell his wife about this when the lady said she has done scan and she was expecting a male child. Yeah. Baba will not get son before now. That's where he head just burst. And all of a sudden, he decided not to tell his wife. He decided to even started maltreating the wife. Started giving her a lot of, you know, issues started happening in their marriages because the wife started noticing that something was going on. And the wife too saw that her best friend was pregnant. So I was like, who is the father of this pregnancy? The girlfriend said, don't worry, we'll get to find out. Different excuses until the both of them finally had the guts and told her that the baby that her best friend was carrying actually belonged to her husband. And the husband said, I'm not asking for your opinion for this. This woman is expecting a male child for me, and I want to go ahead with this marriage. I'm going to marry her as a second wife. This auntie now said, this is not what we planned for. And moreover, you have not been treating me right. A lot of things are already spoiled, sha. So when she just saw everything, she was like, she cannot take it. She left the marriage. That's how marriage ended. And this man continued, brought in the new Cecilia that's carrying male son. She pampered her all through the marriage and everything, through it all. While his three daughters and his wife, they had to go and get a rented apartment, and the woman started living her life. Small, 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 she was coping. Sometimes she will call this man to ask for school fees and all of that. He will answer her today, another 2 years' time, he will not answer her again. So got to a point where she has to be telling the children to call him. He will answer, later he will not answer. It was just very nonchalant about the whole thing. She has to keep on pushing and managing, training the children by herself. At a point, he finally shall stop. When he first started, when people call her, hey, I'll take care of that. They send them money that day. Those kind of, the woman got tired of always asking him and reminding him if you want to ask for money, she will drag and drag and drag and drag and drag. She got tired, she got rest, she got liver. So the male son, male son, yes, so that made family to scatter, and the best friend, obviously, that friendship ended just like that. And the son came, the man was overjoyous, happy, finally got his son, finally got through party everywhere, blast, every transfer announced to everybody that cared to answer, that cared to listen. So people were asked by saying that you still have daughters. We know that you have so happy for you, but the way you are treating your wife, no, I'm not concerned. He just continued, had a big party, did everything, and son started to grow, went to school. After when the son was 6 years old, they started noticing the child started falling sick. Continuous, that child started falling sick. And like that, until they diagnosed the child that the child was having a kidney failure. The man said, I know anything that you're going to do. They started spending money. He spent a lot of money, spent a lot of money. He started selling his properties to attend to this child. It got to a point they said they needed a transplant for the child. And uncle gave his kidney for the son. Yes, now his only begotten son. His only begotten son. This medical condition of the boy actually took a toll on the man that he had nothing left after that kidney transplant and everything. He had nothing left because he was being a good dad, to his son, his only son. And everything went well. The surgery was successful. He gave his kidney, they spent money and all of that, and the surgery was successful. As at that time, they had already sold their house. He couldn't continue his job. He just, Tisha, when they face that kind of problem, I've had this kind of condition, how it is. It really takes a toll on them. And this man was really struggling. So, but then he was happy that the son is well now. Son is doing very well. He continued. After like 2 years, the son started having complications again for the kidney. Whether I don't know how that works, whether it's the one that was changed, whether it's the second one or was something that went wrong. I was still with this kidney issue again. And then They started spending money. They started spending money. They started spending money. Started spending money until this man had like nothing left. He had to start begging friends, family members. People were donating money. Got to the point where himself got tired. He even got to a point where he now had to start writing for sponsorship, all those GoFundMe, all those kind of things. People will be calling people if you know where they are doing sponsorship for kidney patients and all of that. He will go, he will write until he finally got one that was willing to take this child. Yes, to the glory of God. And they said these people they were going to fly the child out of Nigeria because they could not they could no longer handle the child in Nigeria, else the child was going to die. So and they didn't want that, and now it got sponsorship. So part of the process for them to travel and take the child abroad, they needed to do. He wanted to follow the child, and they needed a paternity test, for the parents that were following the child. The wife now became skeptical that no, she don't worry that she will go, she will handle. They said, no, this is something that for his son, what would like, he wanted to go by all means and said he had to follow the child, he had to be there with his son to do this surgery and whatever they needed to do to take care of the child. Sha 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 sha. The wife was dragging leg backward until the man insisted and they did the DNA test. And I don't know if you call it unfortunately or fortunately, DNA was negative. He was not even close to being the father of this son. Our own made son, our only made child. He was not the father. Pasala don't start. Before I even got to the point of even querying he was devastated. He didn't know how to process it. He said, no, it can't be possible now. This is my son. I gave him my kidney. I gave him my kidney. Everything matched. He correlated. I gave him my kidney. Why will you say he's not my son? They did another test again. I said, Papa, DNA no close. E no close. Yes, you gave him your kidney, maybe your blood group, everything. But DNA say no be your pikin. They play. like this. So Kasala boss. Oh yeah, auntie, explain. How come this boy is not my son? And then auntie begin to confess. Say that actually she got pregnant for one person that she's not proud of, and she saw that her friend's husband was doing very well. She knew that I could take care of the child, and she knew that he was going to have a son. She just said she should try it. She didn't know he was going to get this far. Blah 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 blah. You should please forgive her and this and that. Wahala dey o. Wahala not too much. That's what happened. Oh, uncle say, so this boy I gave my kidney, no, his son. Now he's coming back to his ex-wife, begging her and saying that now he don't get money again. Well, my kidney go on top of son. Now he remembers that he has daughters. So if you were this auntie that had the three daughters, are you going to take him back? Will you allow him into the life of your daughters? What are you going to do? Will you forgive him? I'm sorry for him. For that, his kind nemesis with this, or which can come up with this one. Anyways, that's the story. Don't forget to like, share, and comment so that I will give you more interesting marriage and relationship talks. Bye.